Let's read source 3 for the ancient Inca investigation, called Pedro Pizarro. So our central question is, how did the Inca maintain control over such a large empire? And that's the purpose with which we're going to read this source. So let's start with the attribution to see where the source comes from. Modified from the relation of the discovery and conquest of the kingdoms of Peru, written by Pedro Pizarro in 1571, pages 195 to 273. Translated by Philip Ainsworth Means, New York, The Cortes Society, 1921. Now, let's read the headnote to find out more details about the source. Pedro Pizarro was born in 1515 in Spain. He was a cousin of Francisco Pizarro, lead conquistador of Peru. Pedro Pizarro went with Francisco Pizarro to Peru in 1531. He was a soldier and recorded what he learned about the Inca. In 1540, he helped found a town in southern Peru and stayed there until he died. He did not know Quechua while participating in the events recorded here. Okay, now let's read the source itself. Let's read what Pedro Pizarro wrote. The Inca built fortresses in all the provinces they gained. For example, on top of a hill in Cusco, they had a very strong fort surrounded with stone walls and 2 very high round towers. There were so many rooms that 10,000 Indians could fit in them. Messengers ran from one post to the next, about 3 miles apart along the roads. When the next messenger saw the first, he would come out upon the road to meet the incoming messenger. While he was still running, the first messenger gave great cries, so that his message was all told by the time he reached the next messenger. He who heard it set out without hearing more, and in this manner the message went from Cusco to Quito, almost 1,800 miles in 5 days. Storehouses provided peace, for whenever troops passed through the villages, they could provide themselves with supplies from the stores without touching those of the natives. There were many storehouses which had clothing and food.